My name is Dr. Kimberlee Woods with Mystical Awakenings. I said that I was going to continue my conversation on energy. This is now how the energy field works. So as I said last time, we have 5 layers of our energy field. We have the physical layer, we have the etheric layer around that, we have the emotional layer, the mental layer, and the spiritual layer. And when those layers are lined up or in alignment, then we have rejuvenation and vitality. And I talked about ways that those easily get out of alignment, from self-deprecation to cursing at another. But what I wanted to talk to you about today is how the energy field works. So energy is constantly moving in and out of our system, in and out of those layers. It comes through channels and it gets organized in sacred geometries. It can be blocked, it can be slowed down, it can be manipulated, and it can be disconnected, just as well as it can be accelerated, and it can be connected, and it could be efficient and rather than blocked. Just as doctors have to understand how your body works, so too you want to understand how energy in your own system is working. If we aren't organizing the energy in our field and directing that energy, then that energy that's in our field is inefficient and ineffective and sometimes actually detrimental to us. So we must learn how to do this, how to organize and efficiently use the energy within our field so that we can create the lives that we desire, as we are meant to be creators. Creators in this world and creators beyond this world. So one of the ways that you can organize your energy is to understand, first of all, that what we're talking about is related to life lessons. The life is not about making mistakes. There are no mistakes. There's no good and bad. There's no right or wrong. There's making a choice, and the choice having a life lesson to it. I'm not saying that there aren't many choices that really hurt people. And I know you, if you've watched my videos, you know that I believe that there is evil in the world. So I'm not talking about that. But I am talking about the fact that we do not need to judge ourselves about the choices that we're making. We make a choice, it doesn't serve us, it doesn't work for us, and so we learn a lesson from that. So with regards to energy, or how this taps into energy, did you know, I'm going to do a couple did you knows. Did you know that energy from past lessons that you've already learned, you dated the wrong guy, you dated the wrong guy, you dated the wrong guy, you learned the lesson. Energy from past lessons that you've already learned can be floating around your energy field and can re-trigger you. Did you know that? It is why we say sometimes, I thought I was over that. But it got re-triggered because even though that lesson was learned, we didn't know how to efficiently release the energy from that lesson from our field. We didn't know how to do that. Did you know, another one, did you know that energetic channels can be blocked so that it's more difficult to hear, see, feel, know, sense when light sources or light beings are communicating with you? These energetic channels for communication with light beings can actually be blocked. Did you know that we have the ability to efficiently and effectively organize that energy in a way that completely serves us? So if you went into a library and you said, I want information on the Knights Templar, and they go, great. And every single page from every single book was piled in one big pile in the middle of the floor in the library. And they said, there it is. You go, I'll never find it. Like, I'm going to dig through all that. It's very inefficient. You probably would ignore it, which many of us do with our energy fields, right? It's not working for you. But if you're going in and you have your energy field organized, like a library, so to speak, where it has compartments and containers and categories, and you given directives. This is what happens to energy that comes in here, and this is what I want to have happen with these channels, and this is how I want this to operate at this highest vibrational frequency. And I want these archangels to oversee this area so it's never messed with. And I want my higher wisdom to be in charge of this so that I know that it is always in my highest and best interest, so that I am getting the highest vibrational information, so that I am connected to the highest sources, so that I am getting information through the clearest channels. We have that capacity. We have the capacity to have that kind of organization within our energetic field. Now, the best way I have seen to do this, bar none, is something called sacred. I will have another one. I don't even have one set up at this point. I will have another one set up probably within the month. You can email me or text me if it sounds like something that you're interested in, and I will set up a new date. But it is so amazing at organizing your energetic field and getting things flowing and functioning so efficiently. I began manifesting like crazy after lining up my energetic field. So it's something that I wanted to talk about and to bring to people's attention today. Sometimes we have unwanted energies in our field, and these could be connected to our ancestral line. These could be connected to past lives. These could be connected to us having empathy and taking on energy from someone else. These could be connected to people sending us. If people send us a negative thought, it's like they're cursing us. So we can have energies that have come to us that we haven't released from our field because we don't get trained in that from the time we're a child. So there can be all of these unwanted energies that are floating around your field that need to be released and need to be either put away, reorganized, put to rest, so that you can fully be who you are meant to be in the world. In order to you to fully use the energy in the ways that you desire, it is important to make sure that you have done several things. For example, have you created a space that you said, this is the highest vibrational space? Some people will call it sacred space. Some people will call it a magic circle. Have you created a sacred space, a high vibrational space that you are operating in? Have you said what energies can come into that space, whether that space is you or you and where you work, you and where you sleep? Have you said what energies can come in and what energies need to stay out? Have you said that you want to have all communication that is coming to you to be cleared, all of it to be an open channel, an aligned channel with the highest source and sources, calibrated to the highest possible consciousness frequencies? Have you said to yourself, I am now that I've said what's coming in, I'm in this high sacred space, I've cleared all my channels and said what I want them to look like. Have you then connected and tapped into source? So this is something that I do every day, and it's something that you can learn to do with a few simple statements or looking at some sacred geometries where you can set this for yourself, where you're basically setting for yourself in your energy field, and you're saying, I am ready to now create in the world, manifest in the world, be who I am meant to be in the world. That is what I desire for you, is that you learn who you are to be who you're meant to be in the world. My name is Dr. Kimberlee Woods with MysticalAwakeningsinc.com. Please visit me on my website. Feel free to email me at mysticalawakeningsinc@gmail.com or text me at 562-208-2248. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Good night.